Meet Puerto Rico can help you plan and host an authentic, original social and community-building convention experience in one of the most exciting meeting destinations in the world, which also happens to be on a tropical island in the Caribbean.
Usually when I'm negotiating with hotels, when it comes to contractual negotiations and things like that, there are a lot of things that if you weren't in the hotel industry, you wouldn't know what to ask for. So that on the negotiation side, it also helps tremendously too. And then just from, the perspective of the logistics and the coordination of the event, just having been on the back end of a hotel environment, I kind of know the do's and don'ts of the hotel industry. And so most of the time, the convention services managers that I work with, they enjoy working with somebody who knows that side of it, because you know your restrictions and limitations, but you also know what you can ask for too. Having the meeting planning background really came into consideration. The association has been around for about 15 years, but they've kind of done the same old thing year after year. And so my first experience at the conference was last year in April. That's when I actually started with the association. And it was just one of those, typical conferences of, keynote speaker, opening, closing, breakout sessions, nothing really fantastic and wow. So my board of directors challenged us to create the wow factor this year in April. We introduced, online registration, which hadn't been done before. We introduced a mobile app. We introduced a lot of social media into it as well. Many of my attendees were tweeting as the conference went on, taking photos, uploading to the mobile app and what have you. And it really just created a lot more interaction amongst the attendees. So from that perspective, it was very helpful. And just having attended this boot camp on the social media, there's a whole lot more things that I've learned that we can incorporate for next year. When you're making a change with your conference that's always been the same old thing, I think it's really important that you educate your attendees. A lot of them, you've got to be knowledgeable about them. A lot of them are from, the age as well needs to be taken into consideration, because not everybody has the 20-something-year-olds who are on social media. So I think it's important that you take into consideration your demographic of your audience and just implement those changes slowly but surely.